This is Understand the Times, a radio program dedicated to equipping the church with biblical insights for contemporary issues. As an author and lecturer, Roger Oakland speaks internationally on a wide variety of topics. Roger helps us understand and analyze past events, today's headlines, and even things yet to take place. Now, to help us understand the times, here's Roger.
A new symbol has appeared at Calvary Chapel, Costa Mesa. Some may be wondering if this symbol will be replacing the Calvary dove that has symbolized Calvary Chapel for decades. For now at least, the dove logo seems to have gone undercover on the back wall behind the podium at Calvary Chapel and replaced by another symbol projected on the wall. Those who attend Calvary Chapel, Costa Mesa will have seen it and now know what I mean. Or if you receive tweets via Twitter from Brian Broderson, Chuck Smith's son-in-law, you will have seen the new symbol. Broderson inherited the pulpit at Calvary Chapel, Costa Mesa because of his marriage to Chuck Smith's daughter, Cheryl. Since Pastor Chuck passed away, many changes have occurred at Calvary Chapel, Costa Mesa, as the new Calvary replaces the old Calvary under new leadership. In another commentary, I will look at the origin of this Trinity symbol. Testimonial evidence regarding the history of Calvary Chapel provides interesting insight on the origin of the dove as a logo and how it has been used to represent the Calvary Chapel movement for years. The majority of Calvary Chapels still use the dove as a logo to show they are affiliated Calvary Chapel churches. While Calvary Chapel leadership has always claimed it is not a denomination, the usage of a specially designed symbol, the dove, has certainly set this association of Calvary Chapel churches apart and distinguished from other groups. Later, this same dove became the logo for Maranatha Music. When Calvary Chapel Costa Mesa sold Maranatha Music to Chuck Smith's nephew and 3 other men, an agreement was made to design a new stylized dove that would represent Maranatha Music. The dove is somewhat different and, of course, is copyrighted. Later, a third version was designed for the Word for Today, Chuck Smith's media ministry, and further modifications were made. This brief explanation should help to understand why there are 3 doves associated with the history of Calvary Chapel, and also why the dove is so important. Now, a little bit about the new Calvary Chapel. It appears that Brian and Cheryl Broderson and the new Calvary Chapel that they are striving to form have a plan for reinventing the Calvary Chapel movement. There are a number of changes they have already implemented, indicating their new model is underway. The staff has been overhauled and many long-term employees let go. Many church members who had attended Calvary Chapel Costa Mesa for years have left and found other places to attend. What were once the Calvary Chapel distinctives have been overhauled, and the strong emphasis on Bible prophecy from the past has become a dim memory. Could it be that a new symbol is going to replace the old symbol? Will the dove end up in a religious museum, or will it remain the bond that ties Calvary Chapels all over the world with Calvary Chapel Costa Mesa, the mother of Calvary Chapels? Some are asking the question, what next? I still know a number of Calvary Chapel pastors whom I consider to be my friends. Some of them are very concerned regarding the changes being made at Calvary Chapel Costa Mesa and the diverse directions the movement seems to be heading. No longer is there a cohesiveness there once was. The annual Senior Pastors Conference that once took place at Calvary Chapel Marietta Hot Springs Christian Conference Center and was packed out no longer happens since Chuck Smith passed away. Some are saying that they have attended their last conference at Costa Mesa. Is this a sign of what is to come? There's a concern that the old ways of teaching the Bible have been replaced by a more postmodern mindset. The once biblically focused Calvary Chapel movement, under the leadership of Chuck Smith, seems to be headed toward a more ecumenical and purpose-driven model. While many pastors are concerned, they are not sure what to do. Perhaps Calvary Chapel Costa Mesa's use of the new Trinity symbol will trigger a watershed event in the Calvary Chapel movement. Maybe some will see this is a time to make a decision. Will they follow Brian Broderson's lead and begin using this Trinity symbol as well? Or will they choose to walk away from the symbols and logos that associate them with any particular group and just follow the Good Shepherd, Jesus Christ, rather than being influenced by human ideas and associations that tend to develop into denominations, or worse yet, franchises with logos like the Big M at McDonald's? While there can certainly be strength in associations of like-minded believers, and in of itself there's nothing wrong with certain logos for identification, associations made up of shepherds promoting diverse ideas of what Christianity is all about only produces factions and divisions that confuse the flock. The Scriptures alone are what we need as a focus of fellowship. Finally, there's something that Calvary Chapel pastors need to consider, something most may not have ever thought about. According to the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, the name Calvary Chapel is owned by Calvary Chapel Costa Mesa. This means that every church name that has the words Calvary Chapel in it belongs to Calvary Chapel Costa Mesa, of which Brian Broderson is chairman of the board and senior pastor. The implications of this could be staggering. Does this mean that Calvary Chapel Costa Mesa can decide who keeps the name and who doesn't? Technically and even legally, according to the U.S. trademark laws, the answer is yes, and the implications could affect many Calvary Chapel churches, as Calvary Chapel pastors will need to decide who they are really following. In these important last days, I pray many pastors in the Christian church, not just Calvary Chapel, will come out from anything that stands between them and the truth and take a stand for what they know to be the truth, irrespective of any banner or logo. I'm Roger Oakland. This has been a biblical perspective to help understand the times.
Please visit www.understandthetimes.org for more information, to order materials, or to contact the ministry. Sign up for our free newsletter, news alerts and commentaries. You can also contact us by telephone toll-free at 1-800-689-1888. That's 1-800-689-1888.